Hello everyone, my name is Christopher Liam Rose. I'm an author, mentor, life coach, motivational speaker, evangelist, musician, and activist. In this audio, we're going to be sharing spiritual teachings for the podcast Spiritually Helping Other People. I've been sharing the spiritual teachings to inspire humanity, the animals, and the universe to understand the work of helping other people, giving back and making a difference. Help people to learn about spiritual change, and help people to learn about the no self and selflessness. So, in this spiritual teaching, what we're going to be talking about today is spiritual motivation comes from within you. So, in life, we're all going to have difficulties, challenges, struggles, suffering, pain, and adversities that we face. But when we have a spiritual motivation to overcome any situation we face, the spiritual motivation comes from within you, right? So in life, we need to discover what our spiritual motivation is. Normally, when you have a spiritual motivation, it's normally linked to Jesus Christ, Jehovah, and Buddha, and that helps you to overcome any situations that you're going through. When you have a spiritual motivation, this is something that gives you meaning and value in life. This is something that's very, very important to you. Something that you value the most and something that's very important. Sometimes for people it could be their family and their children. Sometimes for people it could be their wife and their spouse or their husband or their partner. Sometimes for people it could be just like the pain of their life. They want to change their life into a better situation. But you must have a spiritual motivation in your life. You must really understand that the spiritual motivation is very important. And this motivation comes from within you, so you can discover the light within yourself once you discover the spiritual motivation. Now, when you have a spiritual motivation, you would want to help other people, help the animals, and help the universe in some way. The spiritual motivation always leads you to contributions. And in life, the most important thing to remember is the spiritual contributions you do in life. Life is very short. We don't live to 1,000 years. Each human being has a limited lifeline in Earth, because obviously each human being will obviously pass away and die. So how you live your life day to day matters, and what you do in your day to day life matters. So it's very, very important to find spiritual motivation. And I will encourage the listeners and the viewers who are watching this audio, you've got to have a faith and you've got to have spirituality. I think sometimes in life when we go through suffering, pain and adversity, at that specific time we don't know why we're going through it, we don't understand why we're experiencing it, and we don't know what's going to happen for our future. But nothing in life comes into your experience without you learning something from it. That's why find your spiritual motivation. Find something that gives you meaning and value. Find something that is very, very important to you. Something that you can spend the rest of your life doing. And I always say that the vocation of helping other people, giving back and making a difference is something you can do for the rest of your life, for every single day, because it's the motivation of giving back and making a difference. And also, with the spiritual motivation, it comes from within you. So as human beings, we already have a light that's within ourselves. Each human being has a light that shines within themselves, which is you could say your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, right? You need to discover the light within yourself, and the light within yourself can shine brighter and brighter in earth once you've understood your spiritual motivations. So, I'll give you an example. In my life, my spiritual motivation was I didn't want to go through homelessness again, because I experienced homelessness when I was younger. So that light that's inside of me, sort of that flame, that fire that's inside of me to want to change my situation, and that desire to want to better my life for the better, helped me to move forward in life and helped me to do what I'm doing today. But each human being will have a different motivation, and each human being will have a different light within themselves. For me, it was homelessness. For someone else, it could be something different. So it's important that we find the motivation in our lives, find the spiritual motivation. The light is already within you. Jesus Christ, Jehovah, and Buddha has given you the light. Find the spiritual motivation for your life. Find something that's very, very important to you. Something you can spend your life doing. Something that you can spend your time doing. Something that you can give you meaning and value. Once you find the light within you, then you do the 5 levels of helping other people, giving back and making a difference. Level 1, the volunteering, the good level in helping other people. Level 2, jobs, careers, employment. The great level in helping other people. Level 3, business and entrepreneurship, the highest level in helping other people. Level 4, faith and spiritual, the spiritual levels in helping other people. Level 5, spiritually helping other people who helping other people, the teaching level in helping other people. Now, once you've discovered the light within yourself, which is very important to discover, the spiritual motivation will lead you to make spiritual contributions. Do the 5 levels of helping other people. And if you're still struggling to find the spiritual motivation within your life, you can do the 5 spiritual practices to help you connect with your faith and spirituality. So what are the 5 spiritual practices? Spiritual practice number 1, meditation. Spiritual practice number 2, prayer. Spiritual practice number 3, mindfulness. Spiritual practice number 4, walking. Spiritual practice number 5, journaling. So you can develop a spiritual practice which will help you to find your faith and spirituality. This will also help you to find your spiritual motivation. So you do the 5 spiritual practices, the 5 levels of helping other people, and then in your life you get an opportunity to make a massive difference and a massive contribution. And in life it's always about what contribution you make, what difference you make to others, how you support people and help other people, and continuing the work no matter what you're going through, what you're experiencing, or what your struggles are. So find that spiritual motivation, find the light that's already within you that Jesus Christ, Jehovah Buddha, has given to you. Shine your light to other people, be the source of inspiration. Make your life be like a story where you're creating new pages and chapters within your life that's all leading to spiritual legacy. And help as many people as you can, help the animals, help the universe, and make the world into a better place. And by going through life experiences, the suffering, the pain and adversities, this can be used to discover your faith and spirituality. Because with faith and spirituality, it comes from suffering, pain and adversities, and that's how you discover your faith and spirituality. So just remember, spiritual motivation comes from within you. You can find it by doing the 5 spiritual practices: prayer, meditation, mindfulness, walking, journaling. You can do it by doing the 5 levels of helping other people, volunteering, jobs, careers, employment, business, entrepreneurship, faith and spiritually helping other people, helping other people. And then go on the mission, go on your life mission, go on your life vocation. See how many people you can help, see what difference you can make, and let that spiritual motivation guide you in all parts of your life. Because when you have a motivation, you're always inspired to do good in the world and to better the world from the way it is, and basically to spiritually change society, which is very important. So find your spiritual motivation, the light is already within you, and shine your light to the world to help as many people as you can. Okay, thank you for listening. I hope this has helped. Bye now. Thanks.